And we're live. Welcome to another week of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO slash owner and freshly cut Lamar Surreal. And as always, my partner in crime all the time, Reggie Walker. What's going on, man?
What's up, y'all? What's up? How y'all doing out there? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm glad that we're back and we got another edition. I'm also glad that you finally got that shit taken off the top of your head. Shouts out to whoever did that. And I just want to say that much in my best regards. Uh, to your line, it's looking good. It's looking good. I
yeah,
respect it.
it's trying. Yeah, I feel like it's slowly fading away. But I'm gonna let it ride out to the end, man, like LeBron. Try to ride it out to the end.
He is overstepping boundaries
But he
every day that he comes out like that.
but he's still riding it to the end, regardless.
Still right. It was dead a long time ago. The
Yeah,
end is
but
gone.
he's still trying to make it, man.
All
I
right. Well,
might give me a little
just
I might give me a little Chico bean one day. Just go ahead and do a little Chico.
just around the edges,
Just around the edges. That's
around
all I
around
need.
the toilet seat
Dread
hairline.
it up
That's
around the edges. That's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna be dreaded up around the
let's hope not,
edges.
man.
All right, man. Let's do a recap of what happened this past
Let's hope
weekend.
not.
Let's do a recap on what happened this past weekend, starting with the UFC fights. And we both
Yeah.
picked every single match the same. So,
Is this
um,
first time in history, or was that
second
done the
time.
first
Remember we did
second
that the
second
second
time?
week.
Second time.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did it the second week. Matter of fact.
Let's
So,
see if the results will be the same.
yeah. All right. So the first match was between Maglamed Ankalev versus Ion Cutlaba. But Cutlaba, was it Cutlaba that had COVID, or was it Ankalev?
It it was cute,
Okay. So
if that's the name we're
Cutlaba,
going with.
yeah, whatever his name was, he got COVID. So yeah, this
Or
was the second week in a row, ain't it? That
yeah,
one person had COVID in the main fight and had to replace it.
yeah,
So we
yeah.
did eventually replaced it. Excuse me.
Right.
If you follow us on our YouTube page, I did mention it in the description that this match was replaced with a. Let me go back to
Different
it. Let
fight.
me. Yeah, it was a very different fight, but I want to make sure I get the names correct on this one because I'm known for fucking up names. All right, this one was between Mika Pitolo versus Impa Kasagani. We
Yeah.
both
In
picked Impa.
in which yeah, we
Impa
both picked Impa.
won unanimously. He is
Yeah.
8-0 now. Mika
Yeah.
Pitolo was 13-6, but he lost, which made him 13-7. So with the replacement, we both picked the same person and end up winning. So
Same result.
same results regardless.
Yeah.
All right.
Um.
What about it? What's up?
The only thing I was gonna say about that one was the fact that just like in most matches that I picked, he looked more dominant. He looked like he was the man to win, and I mean he came to do what he was supposed to. Like if you watched him in any contender series, if you watched him coming up, if you watched him in any prelim, then that was regardless of the fact of they placed that fight to take you know to take place, then the fact of the matter is if you know what you're talking about, then that's an easy win,
Yeah,
especially if you're a sports bettor.
yeah, that is true. So,
Yeah, that's it.
he is one of the many people from the contender series who signed the contract with Dana White. I believe it was like 22, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't remember.
It
It
was
was
a
up
whole
there though.
bunch of them.
It
It was
was
a
it
whole
was it
bunch
was
of
up
them
there.
that done signed, and pretty much almost every single one of them that signed won their first fight in the well, not main, but in the
Yeah, but
actual
that
UFC.
here again, that goes back to saying that Dana White does an excellent job of picking these matchups and picking these people who are not just the people who we describe as dogs, but just the people that are actually deserving to actually stand a chance to fight against somebody else who may or may not be worthy. Like give these people a chance, and that's all this about. So yeah, here again, shout out to Dana White for picking these, and I hope it doesn't continuously fall because here again, we've seen the fact that it's been 2 weeks that on a main card, two people have tested positive for COVID-19.
Right, right,
So just like here again, just shout out to him for picking these people that everybody and he also thinks that is a great candidate, but fuck COVID.
right.
Yeah,
At all of it, just fuck COVID.
yeah,
To be honest with you.
yeah,
Let's move on to the second fight between Ricardo Lamas and Bill Aglio, and we both picked Aglio, and boy, we was wrong.
yeah. We was.
Lamas won unanimously. However, total strikes, Aglio did win.
Yep,
Significant strikes, he lost.
yep,
But the main thing was them takedowns, man.
yeah.
He got five of them. It's gonna be hard for you to beat somebody in a
With five
three
takedowns,
rounds with five takedowns. You only get
like
one.
you almost like well, not almost, because like I think like the most takedowns in a match is like what, like 11.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, you got five. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
In a three rounds.
In 3 rounds, like that's incredible. That's
Definitely.
incredible. So
Yeah.
I mean, he won that. I can't do nothing but commend him for that. Salute, hats off. You did that,
Yeah, he definitely did. So
Ricardo Lamas.
that's one of our losses. Let's
Yeah,
go to the other loss between Ji Young Kim and Alexa
yeah,
Grasso. Uh, we both picked Kim, and
we
she
did.
lost unanimously again to Grasso. Grasso
Yeah,
won in total strikes, significant strikes, takedown, control time. She pretty much dominated the whole fight.
she
Why did
absolutely did.
we have any faith in Kim?
Well, on the podcast earlier, I just felt like since Grasso was a striker and Jiyeon Kim is one that you know she's Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So I just felt like her timing would have been better. It was good, like if you actually watch that fight, it's more or less her timing. But that striker showed me why you're a striker. She
Right,
came in, she dominated the fight from, like you said, every single angle or perspective of the fight. I feel like she deserved that win. That Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu just did not play in her favor. She she wasn't efficient on any part of, like, just any part of the grid. She
right.
she just she that wasn't the fight for her. Was
No,
it picked well? Was it picked matched up, favorably? Yeah, but at the end of the day, she couldn't do that fight.
no, no. She couldn't handle it. Yeah, it was pretty much over. Um, but we did come back after them two losses in a row with this next fight between Robbie Lawler and Neil Magny. And
Yeah,
we could easily say Neil Magny beat the hell out of Robbie Lawler. Even though Robbie
yeah.
Lawler tried his best, it just wasn't enough for Neil Magny, and he won unanimously. So that's four unanimous decisions out of 5 in this UFC main fight. So no knockouts, no submissions, none of that. You got a lot of that in the prelims. Now, if you watch the prelims, you did
Yeah,
catch some of them.
yeah,
Want to see
it
some
was crazy in the
knockouts
prelims.
and some submissions. It was in the prelims. So if y'all missed it, I tried to warn y'all. I don't know how many times I told y'all to watch them prelims, but hopefully y'all watch them this weekend. But Maggie won, unanimous decision. He won in every category, control time, takedowns with 4, um, significant strikes, and he just 116 to 41 in total strikes.
Mm,
That's a dominating performance. He looked good.
yeah,
He really looked good.
he did. I'm interested to see who he'll be matched up with next.
Well, it's yet to be determined. But
Yeah,
this is who I want to see get matched up with somebody. This main fight was between Anthony Smith and Alexander Rocket, in which Rocket did win unanimously again for a
yeah,
unanimous decision in the main card. And he pretty much dominated. Now, shouts out to Anthony Smith. He did look like he's in pretty well shape. He looked like he still got a little bit something in him, but it's just not enough for that Alexander Rockets man. He dominated that whole fight, and I'm really ready to see what can he do in a title fight. I believe that's what his next step could be.
okay. I can definitely see that from him. I kind of disagree on the Anthony Smith take that you have because, I mean, he's still young. He my age. He my age. He graduated the same year. So he's 30, he's 32 years old. The man got plenty of fight left in him if he wants to go and actually contend.
But he's
I'm
been
not sure
fighting
if
for a
this,
while.
yeah, he has. But what I'm saying is if he actually wants to contend for something, then this needs to be the time that he needs to do it.
Yeah, I
Once he
agree.
gets past 35, if it, in the next few years, because I mean, like think about it, in 3 years span, how many fights does a fighter really have at that, level that he's competing at?
I know not a lot.
Exactly. So I honestly, I'm thinking, probably between let's just say the next 3 years, he probably has about 10 good fights in him left.
That's what I was
So
predicting.
with that being said, if he's competing at the level, if he wants to get a title, then the time is now. It's not past your prime, which is probably next year or the next 2 years. You
Right.
pass your prime in the next 2 years, like just straight out, unless you dominate. And he's not at the point he's dominating right now. So the time is now. If you're not doing it now, then there is no time for you. He lost because he was supposed to lose because he wasn't that guy, and he's not going to be that guy. Will we talk about him? Will he go down in as being, up there? Yeah, cool. That's my take on. Like, other
I
than
feel
that,
like I feel like I don't know if that's what he's shooting for. He
yeah,
should be shooting for it, but I don't know if that's where his mindset is right now. I think his mindset is actually get back out there, getting his feet wet a little bit, try to check and see how he can do against these younger guys because he's not gonna face older guys. I mean, Dana White
right.
don't do things like that. He faces based off how good you are as a fighter, and we have seen how good he has been as a fighter. So, with that being said, he gonna have to fight some young guys. That it's not no old comers that's in that weight class that's he gonna be having to fight. It's younger.
Yeah,
They are younger generation. Even though he's
exactly.
32, it's still people younger than him.
There's
So
a 22-year-old out there who ready to come for it.
right. So he gotta look at that. Look at that situation. So overall, we went 3-2. That's pretty good to me.
Yeah, it's over 50%. It's over 500.
Right. So
So, which is also equally over the Spurs win percentage of this past year. Over 500.
So what's the Blazers? So let's move on to the next one.
Got further than you.
Barely. Hell, 5 games. 5 games. They played
Still
5 extra games. Do they get a trophy?
still
They
still
get a
better.
trophy. I
Still
didn't know.
better.
You know how many
Still
trophies
better.
we would have got for that? 22. 22 consecutive trophies for that. How about that?
Well,
Not
great
many
run.
people can say that. Exactly.
Great run.
Yeah,
Great run.
Blazers, great 5 game run. Congratulations. On to the next sport, which is basketball, the NBA. We had a weekend worth of games, and the
Did.
games did resume on Saturday, starting with the Rockets versus the Thunder. This was game 5 for the Rockets versus the Thunder. We both predicted the Rockets. I extra predicted that the Rockets would win by more than 10. And I believe they won by how many? Oh, yeah, 34 points. So I was completely correct on that one, as a matter of fact. So, with that being said, we can move on to the next one because that was pretty much predicted anyway.
Yeah.
Even though game 6 is, as I'm watching a little bit right now, it is pretty competitive, and OKC is currently up by 7. All right, let's move on to the next match between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Los Angeles Lakers. I just mentioned a few minutes ago. They only lasted 5 games because the Lakers won game 5 by beating them 131 to 122.
Yeah.
It was competitive for most of it. It was
Most of it.
Yeah, and I told you what CJ McCullough could do. He balled out. Melo balled out. Nurkic might be that G League player that you talking about because I seen
It's definitely
Nurkic
McCollum.
he was terrible.
It's
Nurkic
definitely
was
McCollum.
trash.
Definitely McCollum.
No, Nurkic was trash that game. I mean, pathetic.
Regardless, if the number 2 didn't step up, then obviously there's a superstar on the team
But
who could
Nurkic,
carry that team that far. Just by injury, didn't play.
Nurkic ended up having 16 points, 10 rebounds. But hell,
That's
Gary Trent had 16 points too.
But is that the Gary Trent that we witnessed before this series?
No.
That same Gary Trent Jr. had to show up the same way that he showed up.
That wasn't the same Gary Trent.
Exactly.
We seen Gary Trent put up 30.
That was your defining. Man, it wasn't McCollum. Because like I told you, McCollum is the G League player. It's the fact
McCollum
that
balled out. How in the world you gonna sit there and say he G League and he balled
because
out?
his 10-day contract was expired 3 days ago. That's exactly why his contract is up.
Man, he balled
Get him
out.
out of there. He gone. He gone.
He balled out. But they didn't have a chance because one, LeBron James and Anthony Davis just killed them. Both scored over 35 points. Both shot well over 50% from the field. Both scored well over 50% from 3.
My question is, why couldn't they sweep? It was because that superstar, Damian Lillard, did not help close out this series. Regardless if they would have won or not, Dame didn't close out this series because of injury.
It wasn't because of no injury. Quit giving this man an excuse. No, it wasn't.
It's not an excuse. It's no excuse.
His pride was hurt. You're right. His pride was injured.
His dislocated finger was hurting him.
Wow. Tom Brady played with a dislocated finger, and he took his team to the Super Bowl.
Underneath Bill Belichick.
Oh, now it's underneath Bill Belichick. Well, it's underneath Carmelo Anthony. How about that?
No. He just moving on. I'm not talking about Carmelo tonight. I'm not going to discuss.
Melo. We can move on because this next one you want to move on to anyway, as your
Of course.
Boston Celtics beat the dog shit out of the Toronto Raptors. Toronto played terrible that game. Boston was balling. I got to give you your props. You did say y'all was gonna win game one. I did not see that coming. How it
Mm,
happened, I
mm,
did not.
mm.
But
Because you believe in people like Fred Van Vliet,
Fred
another G
VanVleet
League,
can ball. He
another
just
G
didn't ball
League
that
player,
game. He didn't
another
ball that
G
game.
League player. Okay,
He ain't no G League. He is not G League. You can put some
definitely
respect on his name by the end of the series.
4-day
If you
NBA
got
contract,
a best player
not even
only
a 10-day.
scoring 13 points,
Hmm.
of course you're gonna beat him.
That's called defense,
No, it's not. He
which
went
we are known
he
for.
went 5 for 16 from the field.
We,
0
we
from 3 from 3.
who else beat them in the bubble?
I don't know.
Who
I ain't studying the bubble. It's the
the
playoffs.
Celtics? The
This is
Celtics.
different.
The Celtics before the playoffs was the only team that beat them. The only team. I said in 6. I ain't gonna lie. I said in 6. We gonna run through the ass in 5. We ain't playing with nobody out east.
Can
And
I
ain't
get a
nobody out west fucking with
can
us
can I get a shot bet on that?
on
Y'all
5.
beating them in 5.
We will beat them in 5. Shot bet.
Shot bet. That means if they don't do it, you take a shot.
Shot bet in 5.
All right. Glad to hear that confidence in your team. One game.
Yeah, because I said 6. I said 6. But watching
One.
this, knowing that defense that I know we got,
Yeah.
knowing that bench that I know we
I
got,
don't want to hear Wednesday
no,
talking about the
no.
word sloppy either. I don't want to hear sloppy
I
come
mean,
out your mouth the
we are
whole
known
game too.
we are known to play sloppy. But
Nah, You
with
said
this
y'all
team
know with the
and
defense.
how they played, I don't. Regardless of being sloppy or not, we will win game 2, and I predicted that too already.
Okay. We shall see.
We'll lose game 3 and win the rest.
All right. So,
That's 9-5. Don't write that down.
I hear you. Now, I mean that's how it got to happen anyway, because they win game
Next,
2. Y'all got to win the next 3. All right, the
and we will.
Clippers versus the Mavericks. We
Yep.
did see that Kristaps Porzingis was hurt, and let's let's just be honest, man. I gotta give ovation to Luca, man. Luca is a baller, man. Regardless of the fact that he didn't have Porzingis most of this uh series,
Series. Yeah.
he balled out, man. He finished with
Yeah.
38.99. That man is a superstar in the making. Like
True.
he's got a career coming up, man. If he playing like this, his first playoff series in history, and he's
And
putting
I
up
didn't
numbers
believe it.
like this.
I didn't believe it.
I told you about him.
You did. I
He's
swear
a
I didn't
baller,
believe.
man.
I thought he would fold. Like this is his first one, and it's in the bubble. Like, but he took this shit to another level.
Yes, he
I didn't
did.
see it. I ain't see it.
And it's not that he's just doing it by himself. He actually creating for other players too. So
Yeah, like the way that he playing like a seasoned James Harden.
yeah, yeah.
He really is.
I believe that overseas playing really helped him out in his career.
Yeah, yeah.
And people think that he was soft. Speaking of people who think he's soft, Marcus Morris, I got something for you, bro.
Mm,
I need you to have that same energy if y'all play the Los Angeles Lakers in the conference finals. I need that same energy you want to put on Luka. I want you to have that same little energy against LeBron James. Because I don't want to see you out there folding. Matter of fact, I want you to sit there and tell Kawhi, you ain't got to worry about him. I got him. And I want to see what you can do. Because you have said this before. I remember when you was in Boston and you said you basically is what? You the holder of LeBron James. You the stopper. You the LeBron James stopper. I remember that when you was in Boston. Reggie, you remember that when he was in Boston. He
I
said he
don't.
LeBron James stopper.
I don't even
Put
remember.
butts
I
in
don't.
him.
I don't remember when he was in Boston,
Whatever.
and I'm
I
going on record
remember.
saying that I don't remember that
I
he
remember he was in
he wasn't
Boston.
in Boston.
Yeah, he was. It wasn't Marquise, damn it. It
It
was
was.
him. It
It
was
was. It was.
Marcus.
I'm confused and
Whatever.
conflicted.
You want to be confused and conflicted, but I want him to have that same energy because he played. Man, he threw some cheap shots at Luka though. He stomped on his foot, on his ankle. He
3, 4, 5, 5. That's it.
Yeah, you plead the fifth all you want to, but we seen it on tape. Hell, you can't deny that.
Okay.
But the Clippers did win and beat the Mavericks. So now they waiting on the winner between this last game we're going to talk about, in which you did predict correctly. So Reggie, you did go 5-0. 5-0 in
5-0.
the NBA. Because you
That's an
predicted
accomplishment.
that is very impressive. Because you did predict that the Denver Nuggets will force a game 7 against the Utah Jazz. And they did.
Yeah.
Behind Jamal Murray putting up 50 again.
Again.
God damn it.
Again.
This man is balling. This man is showing out. He putting up 50 again.
Which actually questions the fact that why Brandon Ingram got most improved player.
That's because Jamal Murray been hurt. He been hurt pretty much a good decent amount for this season. Plus, his numbers ain't improved until this bubble. Now, before this bubble, he wasn't putting up numbers like this, like any comparison. Yeah. His career high just started this playoff.
True.
However, I have seen glimpses of this last year when he played against my Spurs and we took him 7 games. And mainly it was Nurkic, but I seen a couple of Jamal Murray highlights in which he was putting up some good numbers. I didn't see nothing like this. But he did put up some numbers. And he's killing it. Ain't like he's jacking up a whole bunch of shots. He's shooting over 50% from the field. He's shooting over 50%. He's shooting over 50% from 3. It's not that he's just jacking up shots. They are hitting. He is killing them.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We got a game 7 that's coming up. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I know what's gonna happen.
You know what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and give a brief. What you got? Who you got for tomorrow? Nuggets gonna pull it off from the 3-1?
Nuggets will win. Donovan Mitchell will show up. Mr. COVID-19 will show up. Do they have enough for the Nuggets? No. Nuggets gonna find a way to get to this next round and lose in. I think I got them 6. They're gonna lose in 6
to the Clippers.
Yes,
I agree. I am going with Denver, but I want to give you a brief thing on who I think gonna ball out. Watch out for Michael Porter Jr. in this game 7. I'm letting you know right now. Matter of fact, I would take a shot if Michael Porter Jr. don't score more than 20 points in this game 7.
If he don't.
He had 2 points in game 6.
I'm not going to agree or disagree in this, but you're volunteering again.
Nah, that wasn't again. Last Friday,
is again.
It was not volunteered.
This is again. Come on now.
You told me shot bet.
Because I
didn't say bet, but you said
this
shot.
This is the exact same thing. This is the exact same thing.
I volunteered this.
Versus me asking you.
Yeah, you asking me.
It's the
When
exact
you
same
ask,
thing.
it's like a bet.
You know what? You know what? No, it's not a bet.
Yes, it is.
It's not a bet because I didn't go against you.
You basically did because that's
I
the reason
didn't.
why you wanted me to do a shot.
I just wanted to clarify if you was sure.
I was
And
sure, but
so
you
are
weren't
you
sure
sure now?
either.
Are
I'm
you sure
definitely sure.
if I write
Yes,
this down,
I am sure.
what's gonna happen when I write
Michael
this down?
Porter will score 20 or more points in Game
20
7,
plus points. It's wrote down.
or I'll
And
take a
I'm not
shot.
and I'm
Win.
not challenging you to
You're
this
not
because
challenging me.
you're saying that this is gonna happen.
This is coming from my mouth. Yep,
All
damn right.
So
Michael
the
Porter
challenge,
is 20.
so the challenge and or a bet would be if I went against what you're saying.
Right.
Next topic.
Exactly. You know what you be
It's
doing.
terrible.
They call you the loophole king for a reason.
Who the fuck is they? Who the fuck is they?
You know they.
They who?
You know they.
It's just one person. It's like fuck his opinion. I don't care. Fuck you, Brian. On air. Fuck you. Shit. On to the next topic.
All right, on to the next topic, which is baseball. Let's check and see what you did because you were terrible last week in baseball. Let's check
Terrible this week.
Did you improve? All right, so Blue Jays versus the Baltimore Orioles. What did you predict?
I said the Blue Jays would win 3-1, and they
3-1.
did.
They won Friday. They won Saturday.
The only reason I
won
predicted
Sunday, and they lost today. Yep, 3-1.
Yeah. The only reason I predicted 3-1 is because they swept last time, and I felt like that the Orioles was gonna get one. I didn't know it was gonna be the game today though. Like I didn't see that coming.
And it took 11 innings to do.
11 innings, like I didn't see that coming because like I was like during the game it was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it took 11 innings for them to do it. So
yeah, I didn't see that.
I kind of seen. I said 3-1 too.
You did.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the same outcome. Well, it was the same outcome, but the way it ended.
Right. I didn't think they were gonna sweep
and that's
the
on both
weekend
sides.
and then win on Monday, but we got the series right. That's all that matters. All right, the next one, Cubs and the Reds, and you said Cubs 2-1.
Yep.
I said Cubs 2-1.
Yep.
And it was Cubs 2-1.
Yep.
2 for 2. 2 for 2. Looking good. Looking good.
So far.
Now, the Indians versus the Cardinals. You said Indians 2-1. I said Indians 2-1. Indians won Friday. Did they win Saturday?
No.
Yeah, they did. They won Saturday.
They lost today. No, yesterday.
They lost yesterday. So It was Indians 2-1.
2-1.
3-0. I told you do good when you following my lead.
I'm not following your lead.
I'm
not following your lead.
Whenever you said yours and I agreed, that's how I knew that you was gonna get them right.
This lets me know that I need to completely pick another strategy as far as baseball.
How?
Because I won last week. You are now on a winning streak as far as baseball. I'm actually in front of you.
Yeah, but I'm on a winning streak.
That's fine. That's fine.
Move on to the next one and before we actually talk about this, I just want to know why the fuck the goddamn Padres making all these damn moves? The Padres got a catcher, 2 pitchers, 1 in Clevenger from the Indians, who's a good pitcher. They got another hitter. I mean, they trying to win it all this year. They feel like it's either now or never. And with all these moves they made, man, they ready to go ahead and get this win now. They got Nola
It's
For
been
the
a busy day
Mariners.
in baseball, period.
Yeah,
Huge day. But yeah, those are some incredibly drastic moves.
it is.
And monumental as far as the future is concerned for their organization. But back to the picks, I think that I wasn't just, off because you predicted a tie, right?
I did predict a tie. I predicted the tie.
I don't think that I was just too far off wrong because we could have won that series.
Padres is up 2-1 in the series right now, and they up 6-0 in the top of the seventh inning.
So with that being said,
It'll be
that
3-1.
was that was just obviously me being a fan, and you
Yep.
also
Having faith
wrongly.
in your goddamn team.
Okay, okay. I think it's time to
Padres
move
ain't
on.
no damn joke. I learned my
I
lesson.
think it's, I think it's time to move on.
We can.
No need for the
To
no
the
no
last,
need for that chuckle.
to the last, but not least. Well, let me correct that.
Absolutely least.
The last and the absolute least series of the weekend was between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles of Anaheim Angels. You predicted a tie.
Yep,
I predicted the Angels 3-1 based off one player. Angels won Friday, Saturday.
yep.
Did they win Sunday?
Lost.
No, don't tell me they lost.
They lost.
Yeah, they lost 2-1.
And we are currently sitting at a spot where they are playing right now.
No,
So
they ain't. They lost. Damn
they
it.
lost today.
Yep, tie.
Tie. Predicted it. Won it in the hat.
Fuck Trout. Fuck Mike Trout. I am done.
I said
I
that
am done with
that
Mike
division is
Trout and that team.
that whole division is just trash. If you got to toss up to just those two teams, I wouldn't give it to nobody.
That's ridiculous. That is purely ridiculous.
So as far as baseball, we are what
I was three and
two?
3-2.
Yeah,
You
and I'm
was
basically the same.
you went 4-1. The Angel game made you get 4.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
You went four
So
and
yeah,
one.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you did
I'm
good.
doing good.
You did good. I believed in Mike Trout, which ruined me. Okay, I wanted to say tie because I did say that Friday. I said I can see it going to tie, but I want to make it Angels 3-1 based off one player, and one player sucked. So I'm not believing in that again. I'm just gonna stick to my mindset and let everybody know that Mike Trout is he can't be the GOAT. He cannot be the GOAT based off these facts that he can't even have a team to make the playoffs. And I'm
Okay.
standing by that. All right. So,
But Braves gonna make the playoffs, right?
oh yeah, of course. He will make the playoffs. But we'll talk more about that on next Wednesday, not this coming up Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we'll talk more about that. But before we go, something crazy happened this past, earlier today. Leonard
Yeah.
Fournette got released by the Jacksonville Jaguars 2 weeks before the start of the regular season. I don't know
Not
why
even two
this
weeks.
happened. Well, less than 2 weeks, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know why it happened. They said they couldn't get a trade. They couldn't get a trade for him, but you had all off season to get a trade. You had all off season to release him. You release him 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks away before the start of the regular season, knowing damn well most people are trying to cut. Teams are trying to cut players to drop it down to about 53, 54. So why in the world would somebody be wanting to get Leonard Fournette now? But I'm giving respect to Leonard Fournette. He did come from LSU, and I believe he's still a pretty decent running back. Regardless of what you said, they are the defending champs. Uh,
Roll Tide.
they are the defending champs, and they beat Rose.
Roll Tide.
So, with that being said, where will he go?
I don't know, man. It's a number of teams that's out there campaigning for him right now. I don't know where he eventually land. I can say where he'll be a good fit at, but at the end of the day, I don't think that he needs a place where he needs to split time. You feel what I'm saying? Like for example, my team, New Orleans. New Orleans needs a downhill running back. For example, my team needs a downhill running back. Would he be a great fit for us? Yes. Do we have the money to pay for him? No. Do Is he a good fit for us? No. But on the upside, look at the team like the newly acquired Washington football team. Yeah, yeah, them. They need a running back. Who they got? Adrian Peterson and Who who else?
I can't remember.
He will be a great fit there. Honestly, he will also be good at the Chargers. So I mean I'm not the person to speculate, but at the same time, those are a few places that I feel like he'll be good at right now. Not in the next 4 years, probably, as far as like a contract concerns go. But at the same time, like right now, he is a good fit right now for those particular teams. Even a team like the Colts.
No, no. I'm not saying the Colts. The Colts just drafted Jonathan. Dang, I can't remember his name. But they still
Was it?
got Jonathan Taylor, and they
Yeah.
also got Marlon Mack. I feel like he's good. Still, he just been getting nicked up the past couple of years.
No, no. Mac is in the wrong system. Mac needs to be with the 49ers. That's more his system.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
However, I got three teams, and I'm gonna go down from three to one, and one being the team that he would absolutely go to. Now, hear me out.
And this is definitely going in the files.
Yes, you can put it in the file. I'm not taking a
It's
shot
definitely.
for it, but I definitely
That's
believe
fine.
he'll go to them. All right, number
Okay.
three. Number three will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hear me out. I know they just picked up LaShawn McCoy. I don't think they have too much faith in Bond or Ronald Jones.
Or capsize.
I don't know. I don't know if he'll probably take a pay cut knowing that he got a good chance of going somewhere. Because I mean his contract is pretty much up because he got released. So he's
Hmm.
really actually trying to he really finna pull a Cam Newton and just play this year out and show how good he is in order for him to get a good contract next year. Feel like Tampa Bay would be the perfect fit for him. The third best. That's the third best. The second best is the Chicago Bears. Now, David Montgomery just got nicked up. Groin injury. We don't know. Groin injuries linger. Ask LeBron James. He's been having a groin injury for the past 2 years. So, with that being said, they only got Tariq Cohen, and he's more of a passing running back than actually run down the field running back. So, having
Hmm.
him as a piece on that team would definitely help out the quarterbacks who struggles like Nick Foles and what's the other quarterback they had last year? Uh, he was trash. Who was trash?
C-
Oh,
Cousins,
Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch. Oh yeah,
Mitchell Trubisky. Yes,
because we
that's
are talking about the Bears. Yeah,
yes. But
I actually like Mitch with the Matt Nagy coming. I actually liked it. It's not effective or dominant,
they should have won more than the games that they won. They should be honest
but
with you. They should have beat us, but it was just Mitch Trubisky being sorry. That's the reason why we beat them.
well, I'm just talking about their division. Like I mean, if you think about their division, like
It's tough.
not really. The only person that you got to worry about is Aaron Rodgers.
The Vikings are tough.
No, they're not.
Okay. They made the playoff. They done beat y'all twice in the past 3 years in the
But
playoff.
I mean, come on, the
Yeah.
Vikings
Yeah. Come on. They beat y'all. So y'all team need to come on. And stop
on a
losing.
fluke. Man, man, it's a fluke. That's a fluke.
It happened.
Both times have been a fluke.
Happened. I don't care
Go ahead.
what
Go ahead.
it was.
Go ahead.
It happened.
All right.
Don't let it happen. How about that?
All
Stop it. Stop it from actually happening. And you will be all right. Now, moving on.
They got more money. They got more money.
Whatever.
They do.
Y'all waiting on another Katrina in order for y'all.
Minnesota got more money than New Orleans.
Well, whatever.
They
Anyway, they got too many problems of their own as of right now. Anyway.
Minnesota ain't got no problem.
So the riots and the last police killing ain't
We're
enough.
talking about the fact that a city has been below sea level for decades
That's their fault.
versus where are the resources?
What you mean resources? Ain't nobody caring about them down there in New Orleans.
That's exactly how America thinks. That's exactly how America thinks. That's why we gonna keep being at the bottom of the pole. But we will rise. New Orleans will rise again.
I need to try to rise above sea level first.
You know what? What you should do is find out how not to crossbreed sheep and a damn pig and create a ram. That's what you should do.
You a hater. You a hater.
Moving on.
All
Fuck
right,
you.
let me talk about the team that he will go to. And you will hear about it sometime this week, which will be the New England Patriots. He will become a Patriot. Bill Belichick will win again by getting him for cheap. Having Cam and him as the running back quarterback cheat duo down there in New England. I see the mastermind in Bill Belichick yet again, finding a way to cheat the system one more time. One more time.
You're not finna sit here and tell me that you honestly believe that Cam Newton and the Patriots will win a Super Bowl?
I ain't say win the Super Bowl. I said that they can make the playoffs. I don't know how far they can go. They got the Chiefs. They got the Ravens to deal with. Tennessee is all right. I believe they can battle Tennessee. Besides those two teams in the AFC, and then not to mention
the only teams from keeping Tom Brady from winning the Super Bowl is Patrick Mahomes, and they know defense, and somehow stopping Lamar Jackson.
Yes, if he plays right.
That's the only thing stopping Tom Brady.
In the AFC. Tom Brady's in the NFC.
Yeah, I know.
Only thing stopping Tom Brady is himself. Because he can beat anybody in the NFC except for the Rams or the Packers or the Saints will give him a battle.
You know what? I went undefeated in NBA. I want to bring that back up.
Bring up the past.
I want to bring the fact that this is what we're talking about. I was undefeated.
Mhm. But
First time on the show.
whatever. The New England Patriots will pick up Leonard Fournette and add him to that team. And y'all gonna be sorry. Y'all gonna feel sorry. Y'all gonna be upset at this because Bill Belichick did it again and getting somebody for absolute cheap and being able to have another good year finally without Tom Brady.
Well, look, I already told you, man. You told me that I'm only gonna win 10 games this year. So
So
that lets me know how confident you are in Tom Brady, and I commend you for it. But we'll see who it's gonna be.
I guess we will. All right, so this is concluding another episode of the So Real Sports Podcast. We're in another week. We're in another week. I believe this is episode 22. Can you believe we done had 22 episodes?
Man, it's been pretty dope though, cause like I swear I haven't been keeping up with like the amount of content we've been putting out there, but it's pretty dope that we got followers, we got listeners, we got subscribers. Like y'all
And
care about what we think.
and we got another addition to our podcast. Let me announce this because now we are streaming on 7 different podcast locations. Thanks to Anchor. Shouts out to them. We are now available on Overcast. It's been announced on yesterday. We are now available on Overcast. Our podcast is available on Overcast. If you got Overcast, you can listen to us on there also. So that makes 7.
Cool, cool, cool. You should put the
I'm gonna put the links on of every podcast that we are streaming at the
yeah.
bottom under the description, so y'all can be able to check those out whenever you can. You can listen to us while you're working out, while you're walking, while you're just chilling at the crib, listening, enjoying your life. So, yeah. Reggie, what you got going on, man?
Well, my skit just dropped yesterday. First time, very funny. I think y'all should go check it out. I got it on Facebook at Reggie Walker, on Twitter at Reggie Walker, on YouTube at Reggie Walker. All my media platforms. So yeah, check it out. Just subscribe, follow, like all that. We bringing y'all everything y'all need. This is so real.
That's
Cause
right.
guess what? This is so real.
That is right. For everybody who is following us on the So Real Studios podcast, So Real Studios YouTube channel, follow Reggie Walker on his YouTube channel also. So you can catch both of our contents, where you can catch both his alone and the ones that he on with me on the So Real Studios. So make sure y'all follow him on that also. Now, my skit, The So Real Life of a Sports Bettor, did debut tonight. And I will be
Very
doing this
funny.
on a weekly
Very
basis
funny.
starting Monday. So every Monday, I will be doing another episode of the So Real Life of a Sports Bettor. So just showing y'all the ups and downs of these sports bets, man, because they have ups and downs, and you get to live it through my life. You get to see the struggles and success that I have on these. So tune in on that. Follow me on Facebook, Lamar SoReal, So Real Studios, So Real Sports Talk. Follow me on Instagram, So Real Studios, Twitter at DRealSoReal. That's the capital T, capital R, capital S. And, follow subscribe to the YouTube page. Please subscribe to the YouTube page. And tomorrow we'll be having our SoReal family podcast. So stay
Very
tuned to that.
interesting.
We'll definitely have interesting topics on that also. And a lot more content. I will announce something else I'll be doing on there as well. So stay tuned to that. But besides that, that is it. We are done for the day. We'll see y'all on Wednesday with another edition, another episode of the SoReal Life, the SoReal Sports Podcast. And before we go,
Peace and love.
I would like to say my thoughts and prayers go out to 3 people who have passed away this past weekend. One is Clifford Robinson. Prayers condolences to his family. And also today, I believe, John Thompson,
Was it?
the Georgetown coach,
No, it was yesterday. Yesterday.
yesterday. Yeah, he passed away. So prayers and thoughts goes out to his family. I mean, he's the main reason why Allen Iverson actually had a career. So
Exactly.
prayers and thoughts goes out to him. And also, last but not least, man, this was very shocking. There's Chadwick Boseman passed away on Friday, or I believe it was Friday. He was battling.
Saturday,
It was Saturday.
Saturday morning.
Okay. He was battling colon cancer for 4 years. He didn't tell nobody, and he was able to do all these movies. Was able to do all these shows, and he held it in so